Hi Virgo, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for March 2018. This month I laid out the 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for you using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Ascendant, and Virgo Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising and your moon sign to gain more information, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Virgo, now onto your reading for March 2018. First card you have, Virgo, is the Star. Starting off with a blessing, spiritual blessings, an answered wish, an answered prayer, spiritual blessings. Wow, you're coming to some gigantic conclusions, and some gigantic decisions are going to be made. You're getting a lot of clarity on so many things in March about things that have been wearing you down or eating away at you and bothering you. Some of you are meeting someone new and the relationship is going to take off really fast and you're going to get really intertwined with them quickly. Some of you, this has already happened recently and you're in the beginnings of it. Some of you will be getting invited to attend social events where you may be performing, putting on a show, giving a speech, giving a lecture, playing some kind of music, or singing a song, or doing a performance of some sort. And congratulations are in order because there's a birth of a new baby. Either you or someone close to you in your family just had one now, or in March, or February. Some of you are repaying a big debt, paying off a big debt. Some of you are actually gambling and you're putting all your cards on the table and gambling really big. And some of you are also going to take some other kind of big chance or risk in March. And you know, one of the other signs got that. It was either Pisces or Gemini, I think, but I'm not sure. But I don't record them all on the same day. It takes too much time. So I'm not sure which one, but it was one of those two. Some of you are receiving some kind of award for some type of challenge that you were in. Maybe you're in the Olympics and a very well-known Virgo is going to win the gold medal in something. I don't know. But it does come up in a competitive way, like winning an award like a trophy, a medal, or a plaque. Could even be winning an award of like public service award or a national award of some other sort. That swirls around you Virgos for March. You may have something that gets written in great depth about you. Somebody could be writing an expose, a biography, a review, sharing your personal story in some way in writing or on the internet or on TV. I don't feel you're against it. It doesn't feel like this is, when I say expose, that makes it sound like it's negative. It could be one that's, you know, singing your praises. Next card you have here is 10 of Rods. This is moving on to new and better horizons with 10 rods of burden on your shoulder. But those those burdens are going to be knowledge and experience you gain that help you as you travel on to the new and better horizons. You may be getting an invitation to travel with someone in March. Maybe you and your significant other are going to get invited to travel with another couple, or you could get invited to travel in something to do with your work that normally you don't. Some of you, there is a partnering up with someone here in the travel, though. You may be joining forces in a team or with other teammates. Again, I feel like that's an Olympic situation. Or a sport. You're a viable contender. you're likely to win. I don't care what you're doing. I know I'm saying Olympics. Okay, so I'm not just saying this only applies to people in the Olympics or who play sports. You're winning in some way, Virgo, in March. And you're going to receive high numbers. Maybe it's in sales. Maybe you're like this awesome salesman or woman, and you're going to rack up all these sales and your numbers are really high. Or it could be in a competitive sport or a testing score or something that you do that gets done on some kind of evaluation or rating scale. I feel many of you Virgos are going to do very well and could be top one, top level marks, top level numbers. Very good for you Virgos in March. That's good to see. Some of you are going to buy a bigger home and create a dream home. You may be selling a home and buying a new one, or maybe you never lived in a house. You were always in an apartment or a condo or a townhome, which is a home, but I mean like a house, an A-frame house. Or it doesn't even have to be that. Whatever you're buying or getting, you're making it home. And I feel some of you are making like an investment on buying a property, and you're going to be asking a lot of people about it. Hey, what do you think about this property? What do you know about it? What's your thoughts on it? Like, I see, maybe it's historical. Maybe it has something historical about it or really super noteworthy about it. And you know there's people that can give you insight and information about it. So you're kind of like asking around. That's what I feel. If anybody is judgmental, harsh, or cruel to you in March, you're going to cut them off or cut them at the knees. You're not putting up with anything that seems cruel, spiteful, mean, malicious, negatively directed at you, any of that. You may see some interesting things develop in a little bit of a friction sense between family members. I don't know that you're involved in it. You may be witnessing it. I'm not sure. But for some of you Virgos, friction coming up with you, some like one or two family members with each other, like two family members with each other. There's some kind of friction going on in your family that you're going to hear about. The next card you have, Virgo, is Three of Rods. This is waiting patiently for success to come in. It can also be releasing something so success can come to you. So this is a very good card. Could be starting out on something, like starting something that's going to be successful. Yeah, I see you doing well with money, and some of you are really paying down debt, creditors, bookies, the house if you went gambling, or credit card debts or anything like that, or paying mortgages off and car payments. You're paying a lot of debts off. I see you making money and paying off debts. You could be winning money and paying off debts, but somehow this is coming up here for some reason through the Three of Rods. You're changing your hair color or stylizing and changing your hair, or both. So you could be changing your hairstyle and changing the color and highlighting it in some different ways. Some of you may be adding red to your hair. I keep seeing red, or you have red and you don't want to have the red hair anymore. But I see reddish tones also. I see many of you Virgos feeling like, I want to change over, I want to do over, I want to make over. Some of you are feeling like you want to revamp your image or your style, or stylize yourself in a different way. Also comes up here with this Three of Rods card. Tried and true ways become old news, and you're going to start to do things in new fashions and new ways. You may do some drastic, like change to your look, or wanting to make some kind of big bold move or bold statement in some outward way also comes up. You could be doing it verbally, but I caution, because as I've said in the other videos, Mercury is in retrograde, and that starts on the 22nd, but the 2 weeks prior to the retrograde and 2 weeks after it goes direct, a lot of times it's still acting like Mercury in retrograde, and sometimes beforehand it's kicked me in the butt. I know other planetary aspects and factors played into it. It's not always just the pre-retrograde is tough, but I have seen that happen quite a bit. So I would be very careful in March about communications, for sure. Some interesting news is going to come to you from across the sea or at a great distance, even if it's not across the sea, and it's going to draw you there. For some reason, the news you get makes you go there. Maybe somebody in your family had a baby and they live in a different country or a different state or a different province, and or a different continent, and you're going there to see this baby. Or there's some other kind of news, some other big news, other family news probably, like could be somebody ill, getting ready to pass, or somebody that was really sick and had a huge, amazing recuperation. It could be anything like that, that you're going to get news and it's going to draw you to where this person is. Next card you have is Five of Cups. This is sadness, loss, and regret. So for some reason you're either sad but don't lose faith or hope, because not all hope is lost. It can also be if you're dealing with somebody that has an addiction to alcohol. And that could be you, or it could be somebody connected to you. Sometimes when the Five of Cups card shows up. Some of you may feel like you gave away everything, or you've lost something. Maybe you gave away knowledge and information that now helped make somebody else get famous, or you gave away things like property, personal items, things of value, and now you don't have anything left, or you made a mistake and there were certain things you shouldn't have given away. You may want something back. There's some of you that may say, I gave something away, like this really valuable pocket watch, and I didn't realize it, and it was my grandfather's, and it really is very has huge value to it, and I shouldn't have given it away, or something. I'm using that as an example, or some statue, or some other, maybe a collectible piece of something that's numbered, and you really didn't think it had any value, and now it's like, maybe it was something to do with Philadelphia Eagles player, and you were like mad at them, and you got rid of them last year, and now they won the Super Bowl. Now you regret it, and you wish you had the thing back. I mean, I don't know what it is going to be. It's going to be different for all of you. But just keep that in mind, Virgo. Somebody in your family may quietly tell you they're divorcing someone. This could be one of your siblings tell you they're divorcing their spouse. It could be your parents may come and say, you know what, even though we're older, we're not getting along well, so we're divorcing. I mean, I don't know. Could be your boss quietly comes and tells you, or a coworker. It's going to be different for all of you, but some of you have that news coming to you in March. And I'm telling you, communications of all kinds are going to be kicking up, and you're going to be hearing weird things and bad things and good things and remarkable things in March because of that Mercury in retrograde. And I believe, I'm not sure I'm saying this right, but Mercury is, there's some kind of aspect, other things going on here that are at play that I feel are part of the reason why that kicks up so much. Some of you may have problems with alcohol, or you know somebody that does. And if you do, or they do, alcohol may be actually becoming poison. Maybe they're developing an allergy to it, so they're getting like really strange off the chart reactions to it, or it's like something's not right with it if you're the one drinking. And I don't always, like in private readings, it's different. That comes up more. I don't always get that with this card, but it's coming up here for you in March. So it's either you or someone connected to you that would apply to. So the last card you have here for Virgo in your reading is a great card. You have Ace of Rods, new beginnings of all kinds. Could be new job, new love relationship, receiving an inheritance, any kind of new beginning. You're going to make some kind of star-studded appearance somewhere. Maybe you're going to be in a theater play or production, or you could be asked to get up on stage and play a song on the guitar if you know how to play the guitar or violin or sing. And you're also going to be making a display of affection to someone. And you may mean serious business. Some of you may be looking to, some of you may just want sex. But some of you may really be totally into somebody and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to be with them. I need to marry them or live with them, or they need to be my life partner because my life isn't going to feel like it's complete unless they're in my life. Some of you have that feeling. Some of you are starting out on a new path with new footing. Those of you that are already coupled. You may be starting over again, or you've had some big revelation or discussion and you're starting over again in some way, or having a new beginning to your relationship in some way. Some of you could even be going into business with your spouse. You could be starting your own company or your own business. And maybe incorporating other family members into it as well, because I see like, oh, cousin over here, my son over here, my sister-in-law's kid over there, my sister here, like that kind of energy swirls around it. If you're a Virgo starting your own business, especially if you're starting your own business with a spouse or partner, secrets that were kept get revealed. I've gotten this before. This comes up every once in a while. It could be because we had a partial solar new moon partial solar eclipse in Aquarius on February 15th. That could be triggering this because those effects last for 6 months. Don't boast too much or tell too many people too many things about yourself. Because it's not like you shouldn't crow about what you're doing, but it's like you kind of need to be careful of doing that. Less is more with words in March. Keep things to facts, strip things down to the facts and the bare minimum. Don't get too flowery or too descriptive or go off the hook with explanations or definitions, because for some reason it's not going to bode well, and probably because, again, as I've already said a couple times, Mercury's in retrograde, and that will do exactly just that. I see some of you getting some real applause and taking like a grand bow. Now, if you're not in theater or entertaining and there's no audience, it could be in like your boss is going, whoa, Virgo, you're doing an awesome job. Like, man, we're recommending you for this other position that's going to come up, or we're writing the home office and telling them what an amazing job you did. Like, somehow you're going to be taking a bow, even if you're like, I don't do anything like perform. I don't care. You're taking a bow somehow. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for liking, sharing, and watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate it. And please remember to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And Virgo, if you would like to get a continuation of this reading for March 2018 and get additional predictions and messages for you, you can access these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below in the Show More section, and it will take you to those videos on Vimeo for download and purchase. You can also access these videos by going to my website, which has been newly updated, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the Videos tab. Don't have to do drop down unless you want to go to 2017, 16, 15. If you don't want to go that far back, just click on the main Videos tab and it'll be the first listing for psychic crystal readings for March 2018 for each sign of the zodiac. You click on your sign, it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Also, Virgo, if you want to know about love, I did a Love Forecast 2018 Psychic Tarot and Crystal reading where I used 3 cards from the Tarot Mucha Tarot deck, 3 cards from the Connolly Tarot deck, 1 card from the John Holland Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck, and concluded the reading with my crystal. And to give you a love predictions and forecast for this year of 2018, if you're interested in getting those videos for download and purchase, you can access them by clicking on the other link below the video, and also, which will take you to Vimeo, to those videos on Vimeo, and you can get them on the same videos page on my website, and it will just go to the heading where it says Love Forecast, Psychic Tarot and Crystal Readings for the year of 2018 for each sign of the zodiac. Find your sign, click on it, it will take you to that video on Vimeo. So I wish you an absolutely marvelous month of March, Virgo. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.